So I'm getting that you leave a trail of confidence. Everywhere you go, you leave a trail of confidence. Other people may perceive you as cocky or full of yourself. You know, sometimes people see confidence, and when they don't have it, they try to flip it as if you using your ego in the proper way is wrong. They'll try to wrong you, make you look like you've done something horribly wrong because they see that you do it and you do it well. And so that really affects them. It bothers them. They don't like that. Now, I'm also getting that if those see you that feel as though they're not in a similar energy to you, they'll end up trying to mimic your confidence, but it's just, the problem there is that it's not their own. So they just try to mimic what you do and say, but it's not their own. So it comes off weird. And it's like other people will pick up on it, but they just might not say anything. They're going to question them, though, is what I'm picking up. And now I'm also hearing when they try to walk in your confidence, I heard when they try to walk in your confidence, they might come off cocky as how they try to make you seem, okay? And that's for one, what's the word? That's for one aspect of the group, okay? And then the primary topic here is the fact that your confidence leaves a trail, okay? Now I'm hearing that you're a trailblazer. You are a trailblazer, okay? And this may have been something that you had to grow into. You may have gone through so much in life that maybe before you didn't feel so confident. But over time, you started to recognize your value and you opened up to yourself. Like you opened up to the fact that there's more to you than what you knew before you had experiences. Like the experiences helped you bloom into who you are today. Okay, so that is the download. All right, and hello, I am Mystic Alchemy, for those who don't know me. Soul family, thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your likes and shares. I appreciate you guys. And my heart goes out to all of you. You know I love you. Okay? So the confidence that you have within yourself, it is very attractive to the point of seduction. I just heard. It's very attractive to the point of seduction. So you having this high level of confidence, it really draws people into you. The best part about that is that you don't feel like you have to be anyone else but yourself. And you know that that is the most comfortable place for you. And it makes you happy. It makes you feel good inside. And that's what Spirit wants to talk about mainly, how really allowing yourself to be yourself, it feels good. And many times in life, we try to do things that don't feel good because we may try to adjust to what we think other people subscribe to, but that doesn't mean we do. So sometimes in life when you're trying to find yourself, you end up trying to explore things that other people do, which is a good method to find yourself. Like say for instance, you see someone playing an instrument, and then you're like, I love the way that instrument sounds. I should try to play it. I should go get some lessons and see if I like it. You go see if you like it because you decided to pay for some lessons. Then you realize, I don't like it that much. And then you realize, okay, at least I know. And then you move on. But see, you're confident in yourself enough to not beat yourself up if you try something new and it doesn't work. I feel like Spirit wants to commend you for trying and being open to trying something new, even if you don't really know how it's going to go. So you even being able to do that with confidence, it is to be applauded. it's like a great accomplishment, because there's so many people that get stuck in this way of thinking, you know, I don't want to try that because it's not going to work anyway. I'm not going to like it anyway. But the problem about that is that they're going into a situation of the unknown already thinking that it's going to be a failure. But taking out the option of being able to explore something and being able to see what it is for you. Don't take that away from yourself. That's a part of living. That's a part of life. That's a part of the movement. The movement that we have as animated individuals that are alive, you know, that's a part of the movement. Like, you can move how you want to move. You do what you want to do. And most times we restrict ourselves from doing things that we could possibly like, from just automatically being pessimistic, thinking, oh no, it's not going to work. No, it's not. I'm going to hate it. And it's okay if you do something and you don't like it, but at least you know. Okay. So that's one aspect of this topic that I'm hearing as well. So allow yourself to explore. Don't be afraid to explore new things, because it could help you open up your, no, let me put it like this. It can help you blossom more. Some of you may think you've reached your pinnacle stage of blossoming as the rose that you are. However, there's more. Your rose can grow larger and stronger if you allow. Okay, so that's one aspect of it. The other aspect of your confidence I'm hearing is that you may just attract individuals that you may seem are very different from you. Or you may feel, I could say you may feel are very different from you. And I feel like that's going to be an interesting experience it has been, let me put it like that, because you're already walking in this aura. I feel like this has been a very interesting experience for you, because ever since you've awakened to who you truly are and you walk in your confidence, you've become seductive without trying, though. You're not really trying to be seductive, but it's a part of feeling confident in yourself. It may come off as seductive, because when you're confident enough, or confident to the point, not enough, but when you're confident to the point where you're not afraid to say something crazy and not worry about what other people are going to say. Not anything disrespectful, but I'm talking about just what's truly on your mind at that moment. Even if it's something that seems silly, wacky, whatever, quirky, whatever you want to call it, you're not afraid to do it. And once you get to that point, you really do graduate spiritually, because you're really setting the tone of your freedom. And you'll only become more free over time when it comes to being yourself. When you are yourself in that way, you start to meet individuals that are also as you are. And there's also a freedom there, a freedom in connecting with individuals that are just like you, okay? Because it starts to help you feel like, or remember, or recognize that you're not alone, when in so many times in your life you felt alone, okay? And this is that point where you actually get into that space of meeting some really great people and being able to express that to them without worrying about if someone is going to misrepresent you in some way. Because sometimes when people are really low vibrational, or just really haven't grown spiritually yet, you can give them a compliment, it'll go to their head, and then they get weird. However, when you are in alignment with individuals that are more so in the same frequency as you, they'll be appreciative of the compliment because it's genuine and they can feel it from you. They know it's genuine. And the ability for many people to be genuine has been lost in many ways because people are so worried about what other people are going to think instead of worrying about what they think. Once individuals get to that point where they don't worry about what other people think, things become much more pleasant because, and I feel like that's why you've chosen to be confident. Respectfully, though, it's with so much respect. You're confident with respect. You're not confident in a way of being boastful. It's not that. It's I heard a spiritual confidence. See, when you have a spiritual confidence, you know how to maintain your confidence and you understand what it truly is about. I think sometimes people mix up confidence with okay. So, how can I say this? I think I began to touch on it in the beginning that sometimes people mix up confidence with just being condescending. Like when people start to allow themselves to put people down in their confidence, that's when you know that they're really toxic. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. When you find people that start to target people's insecurities and then make a statement to glorify themselves, you already know what that is. And that's not healthy. And most of the time, that's just an air of confidence, but it's not real confidence. Okay? I heard they'll be bold enough to say it, but not bold enough to do it. So this is, okay. So there will be some around you that you'll notice. They may have many that gravitate to them, but the light that they have is false. Okay? And I'm sure that you'll see this at times, and you've seen it already, because this is something that's not hard to miss, because you begin to see it as you live. You just begin to see this happen. And some of you may be in a stage where you are noticing that individuals are gravitating towards you for romantic interest. I feel like many of you are interested in a romantic interest, but you're just not so quick to jump into a relationship at this time in your life because you are in a place where you want to make sure that you have qualified individuals. They must fill out an application first to be with you because you're taking your time, you know. I feel like when you're younger, it's a little different. Even though there are some adults that might not be in this phase, they might not feel this way. But when you're younger, I heard you take more chances. When you're younger, you take more chances. But the older you get, taking chances doesn't always make sense, especially when it comes to your heart. Because the chance that you could take with your heart and your emotional balance can take a toll on you and last for years. So now I'm hearing Spirit is saying that many of you would rather be very chill about your romantic approach from now on. Be open to it, however, be mindful and it gives this feeling of being logical about who you're going to be with. And that is also very attractive because you find yourself in an air of knowing what you want. It's attractive when you know what you want, because there's many people that don't. They don't know what they want, and many people are hurt from a past situation or multiple situations from the past. They're hurt from them. But instead of healing, they just jump into another situation, and it just creates more pain for them, especially if the next relationship doesn't turn out well. I heard, and you allow yourself to learn from other people's mistakes as well. You don't just allow yourself to continue to do things that you know that you could prevent or avoid. You sit, stop, think, and make better decisions now. It's in some spaces in life, it makes sense to take chances, but not with your soul, not with your mind, though. It doesn't make sense to take chances in that way, because it's not really worth it, and it really can affect you emotionally. And to have to regain your balance, that could take a long time, especially if you've already been beat down emotionally. To gain that sense of confidence back after going through so much, it takes a while. It really does. And that's why I feel as though when you've gotten older, you recognize that you're not going to take chances in that area in that way that you once did. In a sense, you still do have to take a chance when you feel that you have found the right person, right? In a sense, you still are, because you never know. But at least you know that you asked all of your questions, and that you don't feel like there's any question marks and any reason to believe that the person that you're interested in, or that is interested in you, or just the love interest in general, you don't have any reason to feel like they're trying to hide something, or as if they're not telling you something, because at that point you get to where you need to be in the communication, that you end up feeling comfortable. And it's one of those things where as long as you feel comfortable and you're not tricking yourself, it's good to move forward. But at that point in time, you're so confident in yourself that if someone is not treating you correctly, you know when it's time to go. No matter how much it may bother you in the spirit, you'll know so that you could go. And that is very valuable when you're in relationships, to be able to know when to go and not get stuck for so long that it takes so much time and life out of you. It feels like your life force is really decreasing when you're in a situation that is not the best for you. Okay. So stay in that confidence. Not only does it look good on you, but it feels good within you. And that energy exudes, it oozes out of you. And it is so very well respected, because it shows that you respect yourself, you know? High level of respect. And high levels of respect is just beautiful, because that same appreciation you give to yourself, you give it to other people. Other people feel that from you. And I think that's the most beautiful aspect of it, because that's when you could tell that the confidence is real and it's not fake. Because there's many people that are actually walking around with fake confidence. My nose is itching, I'm sorry. I'm like trying to talk. But there's so many people that walk around with fake confidence because they're not confident. So they push it out so hard that they end up squishing people around them and making other people around them feel some type of way. Because that is how they lift themselves up. And that's when it's like fake. It's not real confidence. Oh, look. The crown came out. The crown. And it's like light pink. You might not be able to see it in the camera, but it is light pink. And that's giving rose quartz. That's giving real love. That's giving truth. It's like true love, comfort, nurturing. It's the right confidence. It's the real one. It's the authentic confidence. Okay, that's what you have. And that will bring you very far because it's something that is very special. And it's also an attribute that many people lack because they haven't done enough work yet to actually understand it and get to it and live in it, you know? So yeah, it's like you have received your heavyweight belt and your crown. Look at this, it's so tiny. You've received your crown. This crown is tiny, but the real one is big. The real one is big. I feel like it's a spiritual crown of, like a graduation cap, is royalty. The crown of love. Yes, that's what it is. The crown of love. Okay, so I hope this message gets you at the right time. And I hope it helps you to get a little closer to yourself and understanding confidence from a place of authenticity and confidence from a place of toxicity. Okay? Because Spirit is saying that there's many of you that are confident in a place of growth in your spirituality. Okay? And that's a beautiful thing. So congratulations, because you did it. You've done it. Okay? So everything you do, do it with love. Always remember that God is in you and the magic is too, because you are magic. Much love to you. I will see you in the next video.